some people's success really pisses me off. The fact they can make so much money and other people who probably work harder than them don't. Like, they only make a fraction, like not even a fraction, like a tiny percentage of what they make. Think about it. Think about neurosurgeons, right? Probably the hardest, most intellectual field with like the biggest payoff to like society, right? Like helping people like get better, treating brain cancers and like dementia and stuff like that. Think about that. They could spend 10 years dedicated to that field, study, work, train, become the best. But they can still only make a fraction of what people online, like streamers, OF models, do. They just dance in camera and like, I don't know, shake, bounce ass, bro. Like, only a fraction. Think about that. Again, though, it's not all about money, right? It's about like your societal value and what you personally think your value is to society and how like you can make it a better place. But think of, if you look at the bigger picture, right? Like if you're, let's say, not as educated as on money and like how much people make, and you see a neurosurgeon and you see a streamer, you think the neurosurgeon earns way more. You think the neurosurgeon gets paid based on the value they have on society, but it's just not the case. That's kind of like my problem with everything nowadays. Again, though, it's not about money, it's about social worth. But for some, it is about money, but like, money's the main thing, right? Then you have billionaires. The common argument is that they're all unethical, which they are, obviously. Like, everyone knows that, but like, they don't deserve their wealth. I don't really care enough to like ramble about this or like invest my time deeply. But I feel like billionaires, at some point of their lives, they did work harder than everyone else. At some point, right? Like maybe the start of their career. Elon Musk, he worked hard, obviously. At some point, like just billionaires. I don't know. I don't really know that many billionaires. I'm just saying. But the fact that their money is so overwhelming for like one person. If they have a company, fair enough, but like they also have a bet for themselves. Their net worth is not actual money, but like still crazy. $1 billion is just way too much for one person, obviously, right? And the fact they use so much exploits to keep that wealth and keep making more wealth is just baffling to me. They go to the USA to not, like, they go to the US to like not pay tax, like the US like houses them so they can like make their own income. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird exploits loopholes that they have to like just not pay any tax or help society. I think that's really I think that's the bad part about it, right? The fact they're not contributing as much as other people that are paying tax and like having their earnings like split up. Then you can argue that they don't have the sense of having enough money, right? Like there's nothing like in too much money for them, and that's fair on their end. You kind of have to give them some props for what they're doing, like how they achieve this wealth. And it's kind of stupid to argue against their wealth being too much or like being unethical. Like not the fact that none of like the practices to get that wealth, but like, their wealth, like the money being unethical, because a lot of people would want that. Like I don't know who on this planet Earth would not want to be a billionaire. Like I don't know the majority of people want to be a billionaire, right? So like you gotta give them props. Yeah, they exploited people. Yeah, they don't pay taxes, but they still had the idea to gain that wealth. They still like had the vision. They still worked hard at some point. Most of them. And I'm just saying, you have to give them props at that point. I'm still like, I'm not like defending billionaires because like I don't really care. But I'm just saying, it's, like you can't really argue because like everyone, like I want to be a billionaire, bro. Like I won't mind being a billionaire. I'm just saying. And back to the point of people not really, a lot of people are like kind of hypocrites in that sense. Oh, they're billionaires, they're horrible, but like we're all innately greedy. Like we all have this inner greed of wanting more. Like our wants are unlimited, and we all strive to like get better things, like get nicer cars, get nicer houses, get nicer clothes. Most people, at least, the majority. I'm picking up majority, not everyone, obviously, but like majority of people want that. And it's kind of dumb to shit on billionaires, shit on like rich, wealthy people for like getting that. I think it comes from envy. It comes from a deep envy and their own greed. Then again though, money should be a kind of reward for your social worth. Like, not your worth as a person, but like what you give back to society, right? What you're doing for society to make it a better place. And I think that's like kind of thrown, the whole like notion is gonna be like thrown off balance because of many things. Streamers, influencers, billionaires, like nepo babies, things like that. Because if you think about it, you see some of the hardest working people, oil rigs, coal miners, construction workers, but like they make nothing, and you have people like, I don't know, some random streamer just kind of screaming on camera and like making times 20, times 100 of what they're making. It's kind of overbottles prostitution online, just kind of throwing it back and making more than they'll ever like imagine to see, bro. Like, I don't think they can count that high, and that's what OF models and like streamers are making. And also like nepo babies, way more exploitations. Like billionaires are like have like, what's it called? Those like sweatshops. It's just insane to me. Yeah, some people's success pisses me off. I'm not saying that they all don't deserve it, but like, if you look at it from the grand scheme of things, they shouldn't be making as much money as they are, but they are. And let's give them props. I'm not like mad or anything, I'm just like, okay, I'm kind of mad. Okay, holy, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm mad in the sense that it's not about, money's not about social worth anymore. It's more about like how you exploit, how you lie, how you maximize profits. Like, that's not like the best. I know, bro, it's just like, it should be about social worth. You should be paid based on how much you contribute in society, and you should not be able to, like, if you can't feed your family and you're working a hard ass job, that's not good, bro. You need to like step in and like fix that for most people. And yeah.